Good evening, everybody. We're so glad you've joined us tonight to learn a little bit about Plexus and the super health stories that they've produced in these friends that I have on with us tonight, and how this might help you as well with things that you're struggling with. I'm Nancy Webster, and I am a senior Ruby ambassador with Plexus. I've been Plexus since March 2014. And it has totally helped me. I'm going to tell you just really quick how it's helped me. First of all, I'm an alternative health nerd. I love alternative health and diet, and I spent years and years studying it and teaching people about it. And when I heard about Plexus, I thought it was a gimmick and was not interested until more and more people started talking about it and saying, this stuff's amazing, look at it, look at it. And then I found out all these health professionals were approving of Plexus, recommending Plexus, like, okay, I'll look at it. And I'm so glad that I did, because it's given me energy. I homeschool, and I would fall asleep while I was reading to my kids. So it's given me energy. It has helped my tummy work. It had pretty much stopped working, and it needed a lot of help to work, if you can tell what I'm talking about. And now that's just a breeze, and I'm so grateful. And also, too, I suffered from anxiety and panic attacks, especially when I was driving, for years and years. And I have taken all sorts of good supplements and done all sorts of strict diets, and that never went away until I was on Plexus stuff for a little while. And I'm, again, just so grateful that that no longer plagues me. I sleep great, and I've lost and kept off 20 pounds for, golly, almost 2 years now, so that's pretty cool. But I don't want to talk for a long time. I want to introduce you first to Melissa. Melissa and I have known each other from pre-Plexus days. She's a mother of many, homeschools. We met through one of her church events, and she has a really cool story too.
Hi, everybody. This is Melissa, and like Nancy said, I'm a homeschooling mom of 6 kids and currently pregnant with my 7th, so I stay very, very busy. And Nancy was the first person to share Plexus with me, and I am a big researchaholic and always like to do my research before I ever try anything. And since I was 5 months pregnant, that's when I started Plexus, but I had researched it for a year because I wanted to make sure it was safe for my baby. I didn't want to hurt the baby or anything like that. And I read a lot of testimonies and did tons of research and knew it would not only be good for me, but good for the baby. And so I took the triplex combo, which is my favorite, and I'll probably share a little bit more about that, but I love that. And I take the omegas and vitamins. And I went on to have the healthiest pregnancy that I've had out of 6 so far, and had didn't have all the usual aches and pains that I normally had, and I slept good, and I had energy all the way right up until the end. I wasn't like exhausted, 9-month pregnant mom. I had plenty of energy and wasn't like couldn't wait for the baby to come. I wanted to see the baby, but it wasn't because I was exhausted or anything like that. And had a quick delivery and a quick recovery, and had a good nursing relationship with my daughter for 15 months, and everything went really well. And I'm, despite her not sleeping through the night until recently, I still got good sleep and have been able to take care of my family. And I'm currently pregnant with my 7th, 20 weeks along, halfway there, and still having good energy and sleeping well. And I'm really excited about the business opportunity with Plexus, because it allows stay-at-home moms like me to be able to help to pay for our products, and also to be able to help supplement the income depending on how much work I put into the business. It's totally up to me, no pressure. And I have dreams of retiring my husband one day, and I know that's possible for all of you. If you just only research about Plexus and learn what it can do for you, you're going to want to share it with other people. And I just love Plexus, and I'm really glad that Nancy shared it with me.
Thank you, Melissa. That's so cool. And it's a neat story because you got before pregnancies and after pregnancies to compare. And you're not alone, too, as we know. In fact, that helped you to have the courage to start because you read about a lot of other people
Yes.
who had done that as well. Yeah. Well, I want to tell you all about our first product, and I'm just going to hold it up to the here. This is Slim, and I wish that it was called Balance, because what it was developed for was to help balance blood sugar swings. And we all have blood sugar swings. It was designed to help people who actually have the disease that comes with blood sugar swings, and it does a lot. But we all have them, even if we don't have that disease. So Slim was, it's just a little drink, and it comes in little stick packs. Hopefully you can see that. And you put this in about 10 to 12 ounces of water once a day. It's not a meal replacement, and it's good. It's fruit flavored. And drink it, and it helps to balance your blood sugar swings. When your blood sugar drops, that's when all of a sudden it's almost like there's something inside of you that says, go get chips, go get ice cream, go get a cookie or something. And it's like it's kind of a self-protection thing to get your blood sugar back in a steady place. Problem is, you go get those things and it goes swinging way up, and that messes with you so much it causes inflammation throughout your whole body. And if you will Google any of your health issues and stick the word blood sugar next to it, you will see that blood sugar swings cause inflammation, and they're related. It's one of the root causes of so many diseases, and just general health problems and weight problems as well. And the weight problem part is, when your blood sugar is steady, you're not going to have those drops, and therefore you're going to make better food choices. And therefore, if you need to lose weight, and only if you need to lose weight, you will get more Slim. And of course, most people want to lose weight and it sells, so they named it that. What's in this stuff? Oh my goodness, I was so suspicious. So suspicious. It's great stuff. First of all, it's pink. That's from organically raised beet powder. That's what gives it its pink color. Plexus was started as a breast health company, so that's where the pink started. But of course, beetroot also has good health product abilities as well. But some of the main ingredients are chromium, which is famous for helping to balance blood sugar, and most of us are deficient in that. Alpha lipoic acid, that helps to detox all the way, crosses even your blood-brain barrier. This works through your liver. And there's other things too. That, again, there's not a meal replacement. There's basically no caffeine in here, so people who are paranoid about that, don't worry. It's sweetened with stevia, totally safe for people who have blood sugar disease and other things too. It's this excellent stuff. And again, it works through the liver, and you are to drink water throughout the day. We should be doing that anyway, to help the liver to detox. Like, people notice increased energy, really fast, and better sleep, and on and on and on. The inflammation goes down, they're more comfortable. So this is like the flagship product of Plexus. With that comes, so you work on your blood sugar swings, and you also work on your gut health. So Plexus has a duo for your gut health. There is Probio 5, which is a probiotic, and BioCleanse, which helps, after the probiotic does its work, to carry out things from your body, is one of its big things. First, we'll talk about Probio 5. Again, remember, I'm a health nerd. I have taken the most expensive zillion strain, fancy dancy, naturopath prescribed probiotics in the world. Lots of them. We have a daughter on the autism spectrum, and so we've done a lot of this stuff to try to help her, and I've done it all with her for solidarity. But Probio 5 is different because it does have really good strains of bacteria, like the main ones that all the articles you read say you should have. But it also comes with helpers, and they are antifungal helpers. The main thing that gets messed up in us is when we take antibiotics, we're stressed, we eat junk. There's just all sorts of reasons that can happen to us. It throws off that good bacterial balance. And I know you've heard of Dannon yogurt, being all great probiotics. It's wimpy, actually. It's better than nothing, but it's kind of wimpy. Everybody these days needs a good probiotic. So this comes with helpers. There is a beneficial yeast in there, a good kind, that specifically likes to eat the bad kind, that pretty much will take over when you get too many medicines and stuff. It's huge. There's a digestive enzymes. You don't have to take those separately. There is that just I don't want to take up too much time, but you can later we will you can contact to talk to you about this for information to find out all of the ingredients. It's amazing, and I credit this for helping me drive without panic nowadays. Okay, so when this is killing off bad stuff, if you like scrub your toilet and you don't flush it, then it doesn't really get totally clean, or you dust your room with a dry rag and all the dust just resettles, same kind of principle. You need BioCleanse to help remove that the Probio 5 is killing off. And that's one of the purposes. This is magnesium rich. Magnesium is involved in so many bodily processes, including blood sugar regulation, but lots of other things. Helps to relax muscles, and there's a long list. There's a book called The Magnesium Miracle, in fact. But another thing that helps you do is to be regular. And the word cleanse scares some people, especially if they've ever had a colonoscopy. It is not like that. It's gentle, and it relaxes. And it does help make sure that you are regularly and easily eliminating the bad things that you need to get out of your body. So these two are the gut duo, and this is the Slim, and these three things together are called the Plexus Triplex. And they, if you could do nothing else, blood sugar swings and your gut health, you will help your body heal itself like God set it up to do. This stuff doesn't heal anything, but you will help your body to heal itself from so many things, or certainly feel a whole lot better. Which, by the way, I realized I forgot at the start of our thing to do a disclaimer, but everything that we're teaching you all tonight is coming from us, not from Plexus Worldwide, the company, just from us. We're all independent Plexus ambassadors, and Plexus does not claim to cure or heal or anything like that. It doesn't. God made our bodies to do that for themselves. So just so y'all know, and I've got that little legal part taken care of because I forgot to. Dee Dee, may I introduce you now? Dee Dee and I went to church together in high school, and she also went to my high school and was in my sister's grade, and we've reconnected. She's been very, very helped by the triplex especially. You want to tell your story real quick?
Sure. Can you hear me now? You can hear me, right?
You're good.
Okay. I am Dee Dee, and I have had cholesterol issues for a long time. I was taking the triglyceride statin for many, many years, and about 3 years ago, Nancy and I reconnected, and she told me about Plexus and suggested me taking it. At the time, I was paying about $35 a month for my statin drug, so I turned her down. Then about 6 months later, my doctor told me that I was going to need to take a triglyceride and a cholesterol medicine, but I had like a $500 deductible, which I couldn't handle. So, Nancy told me she'd done her research, and I know that she's not going to take anything that's, not good and natural and so forth. So I took the plunge, and I signed up with Plexus. And I went cold turkey, went off all my statin drugs, and I signed up to take the triplex, which, as she just told you, is the Slim, the probiotic, and the BioCleanse. Been taking that for about a year, and then I also added the X Factor vitamin with it. I'll have to say, though, that not only is the triplex helping me with my cholesterol, but it's also helping me with sleeping sound at night and also being regular. So I'm really happy about those things. My cholesterol and triglycerides have gone down. The numbers have gone down. And the last time I saw the doctor, he just told me to please keep taking the Plexus, which I was glad to hear. It also helps me with more energy. I don't have to take naps in the morning and the afternoon, which I was big time on doing. And it also helps my nails and hair to grow, which is really nice. But I just highly recommend the triplex because it has done a lot of work for me. It helps with, like I said, my cholesterol issues, and I haven't gone back to get my figures checked recently, but they have been coming down, so that's good. And I find it's relatively inexpensive and has a good membership. And I just want to thank Nancy for telling me about it. Thanks for introducing me.
Yay, I'm so glad that we got back together again, because it's fun to be your friend, but also so that you could be helped too, and now you're starting to help others. Okay, I wanted to tell you all about a few more things. Plexus has a vitamin. When I saw that, remember, again, I was like the supplement lady, diet, alternative diet lady. Their vitamin is called X Factor. And at first I rolled my eyes, and then I started learning about it. Oh my goodness. First of all, most of the time, if you take a vitamin, if you happen to notice after you've gone to the bathroom, it's really bright yellow. That's where most of your vitamins have gone, just down the toilet, honestly. Absorbing well. The Plexus vitamin has a special aloe blend. And aloe, when I was so messed up and going to get colonics years back before Plexus started helping me, that's how bad off I was, honestly. It was not fun. The colon therapist said, you need to be drinking aloe. So I was getting these big gallon things of aloe that were slimy and bitterish and really gross, and drinking a lot of it. And then that soothes your gut, and it also helps you to absorb nutrients. So if you've got a messed up gut, you know, you want to be taking the gut health duo, but you probably haven't been lacking in nutrients. What's cool also about X Factor, if you look on the back, and again, we'll send you links if you ask for them with ingredients you can see. There aren't very many things. And again, I was like, oh gosh, I've taken things that have mile-long lists, you know. Well, that's because this has a food base in it, and the body knows what to do with stuff that comes from food. And this has the New Zealand black currant, which is like antioxidant rich. It has all the minerals and stuff in it that your teeth and your bones need, your eyes, everything. So it's an excellent vitamin. I have a friend who's a midwife, and she's recommended it for her clients who come to her. The other thing I want to tell you about, Plexus also has a line of 3 things to help with discomfort. Discomfort can be from head to toe. Some people would use, in place of this, maybe Tylenol. Some people have really bad problems and they end up having to take prescription things, but you can kind of tell what this discomfort, you know, it's the whole gamut. The line that Plexus has is called Ease. There is a cream that helps from the inside or the outside in. It's amazing. I have, if you can see my finger, I'm 57 and it's crooked. I've milked a cow by hand. That's arthritis, osteoarthritis. And the Ease cream just is amazing when it gets inflamed. There are capsules. I had a tooth pulled a few months ago, and all I used was this. I have a friend who had 4 teeth pulled, and all she used was this. So that's pretty powerful. What makes the stuff so good is it's full of natural anti-inflammatories, including the green-lipped mussel, which it's in a lot of pharmaceuticals actually, but they add bad things to them as well. And it also has other things, turmeric, bromelain, serapeptase, I mean, amazing ingredients. Stuff's great. There is another product in the Ease line called Nerve, and it's full of B vitamins and things that actually increase your nerves' ability to regrow when you've had injury and things like that. And it's all natural. Does not hurt your liver, does not hurt your gut. We have a cool testimony now from Lisa to tell us how especially the Ease has helped her. And oh, by the way, I met Lisa through Plexus. Yeah, so go ahead.
Okay, I'm Lisa, and I'm a nail tech, and I started my Plexus journey in October of 2015 after watching Facebook, a dear friend of mine post about what all the amazing health, how it had benefited her health, and talking about how wonderful the pink drink was. And so I jumped all in as an ambassador, and because I was looking for something for my health and just overall health. So I started out with the triplex, and within a month was amazed at how well I was sleeping all through the night, didn't get up 2 or 3 times during the night. And so then I added the ease. And as a nail tech, I do a lot of manicure pedicures, especially the pedicures are really rough on my body. I have terrible discomfort in my knees and my back, and would actually have to stop working on mine. I could stretch my knee out and get the stiffness going, or stand up and massage my back because I couldn't do it. And started the ease, and within no time, I realized I wasn't having to do that anymore, which actually was wonderful on 2 things, because it made me feel better, and then I wasn't having to get behind on clients because I was having to stop. And so then I decided I would branch out and try the nerve. And that has been amazing too, because I had some issues in the summer of 2015 with my right foot, where my toes were curling up. I was having numbness and tingling. Different types of doctors, and they ran all kinds of tests, and one of them finally did say that I had some nerve damage, and she would try cortisone shots. If that didn't work, then we'd do surgery. Well, I felt like the cortisone shot was just a Band-Aid, and once I started the nerve, the surgery after that, my foot just, it was amazingly, it just didn't have the sensations that I was having. And I had also had an issue where between the base of my toes and the ball of my foot, it felt like when your sock gets wadded up in your shoe, it's just really uncomfortable. And my podiatrist described this as being the fatty tissue had broke down and deposited into the base of my foot, and there was nothing that anybody could do to help it. Well, she doesn't know about nerve, and I haven't had a chance to go back and tell her, because I don't have that discomfort anymore. With the nerve, with this product, it just helps rebuild the damage that I'd had, and so it's just been amazing. And so after that, I decided to go ahead and add the vitamins, the Mega X and the X Factor, and also the Edge for the energy. And, when I got into this, I tell people I didn't get into it for the business. I got into it for my health. But I feel so good. I can't keep that to myself now. And I love telling my story. And so I decided, maybe this is what I wanted to do to really increase my business. My husband and I love to travel. We have an RV, but it's not our dream RV. And so I have set it as my goal that I want to build my business where we can one day purchase that dream RV and take that dream trip across country and be gone for a month or 2, and I can just work from the RV. And so, Plexus is a wonderful company and has some really valuable products. And, I love telling everybody about it because I believe in these products.
Awesome. Isn't that so cool? Her story about her foot, especially can you imagine being a nail tech and having to lean over all the time and having your hands and your feet and your knees all scrunched up? I love her story. And it's not a different one. Lisa, you need to mute yourself so we don't echo. There you go. Thanks. As you heard Lisa, she talked about, named a few other products. Plexus really doesn't have very many products. You don't have to take them all. If you can't take but a few things, take the triplex. But the ease stuff is fantastic. The vitamins, fantastic. There is it's called Mega X, which is a plant-based omega-3, 6, 5, 7, and 9 fatty acids. Amazingly helpful stuff for inflammation, and there's also a few things that are plant-based to help people boost weight loss if that's really one of their goals. I feel, and a lot of people have proven to me, that when you balance your health issues, and sometimes that happens fast, sometimes it takes a while because some people have had health issues for a long time, but when you balance them, if you need to lose weight, I lost 10 pounds with the triplex Then I added in with that the accelerator, which is one of the weight loss boosters, and I ended up losing another 10 pounds, and I didn't need to lose anymore. So I've still taken this stuff, but I kind of stopped there. Now I do need to exercise, and I'm getting good. After New Year's, I started being really better about that, so that's good. Rebecca, cool story. I met her when she was in a homeschool group with us, and then she moved back to Atlanta. And so she's got a neat story to share with us.
Hey guys, how are y'all doing? Well, the reason that I joined started out because I had a baby and I wanted to lose the baby weight. But the problem was my baby was 4. So I thought it was time for me to do something about that. I was just, I was uncomfortable with myself. I was tired. I was sluggish. I noticed I didn't have focus, and I was having a really hard time just getting, day completed and done. So a friend came along and said, I think you should try Plexus. I think you would really like it. She lost some weight on it. I said, well, sure, I'll give it a whirl. And I remember distinctly my very first time I tried it. I had taken it in the late afternoon, and I was at the sink counter, and I was washing dishes and looking out the window, and I really wasn't focused. I was kind of there but not there. So I was in this kind of funk, and I was washing dishes, and it'd been about 5 minutes since I'd taken my Slim. And about 5 minutes later, I just remember mental clarity, like the light bulb came on, and I was like, wow, I feel really good. And I was like, okay, awesome. Well, I was like, I just felt energized and aware of everything. And I said, okay, great. I finished up my chores, did everything, and I felt really good. And I went to bed and crashed and slept really great. And I said, probably just a fluke. This isn't real. So I said, well, I'll give it a whirl again. So same thing happened the next day. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel fantastic. And now all I was doing was the triplex at the time. And I felt good, and I had great energy. And I started to lose weight, and my weight loss has been slow, but it's been consistently going down. So I'm down about 10 pounds, and I've also managed to drop a pant size, but I've been able to do so much more because I feel really great. I feel good. I have lots of energy. That energy kind of went on as I moved back to Georgia. I got my real estate license, so I actually work my Plexus business and a full-time real estate business as well, and I did very well last year. I'm excited to share what I've learned. It's opened up so many doors for me. It gave me a newfound confidence in myself and what I could do. We started CrossFit late in November, and I've been able to pack on a little bit of muscle, and it's given me just a newfound energy for life. And I'm really grateful that my friend Tracy introduced me, and I want to be able to offer this to my friends and any family that would like to do it, because the products are fantastic. They've helped me. I've got great benefits from them. And also my ultimate dream goal is that I retire my husband from corporate America. He works for Home Depot, and I really want him to come home, and I want to own my own a real estate company and do Plexus at the same time. So big dreams, but I got a big God, and I have great products to support me. I love my products, and I love Plexus.
Yay, that is so cool. And I love your enthusiasm and the fact that you are, you got 4 children, including a set of twins, and you're a busy real estate lady on top of that, and you're sharing about Plexus on top of that. It's not something that you can't work into the nooks and crannies of your life if that's what you choose to do. First of all, I want to tell y'all really quick before we wrap up, the most important thing is to eat a nutrient-dense, well-chosen diet, hopefully from as much organic food as you can choose. But there's real life, and that's where I think Plexus comes in simply because you have to go to birthday parties and church potlucks, and sometimes life's just like rushing, and you don't get to do that perfect healthy meal that you should try to do. Don't give up trying to do that, but sometimes it just doesn't always happen. So there's cracks, and I like to think of Plexus as it helps cover those cracks in a perfect diet that life, just real life that we all have to live in, make. And you could do the same thing. You could go to Whole Foods, or go online or go to some health food place. I guarantee you would spend way more money to find these quality, organically sourced ingredients all together. If you went and bought them all individually, it would be a whole paycheck, that's for sure. You'd be also swallowing a whole bunch of pills. This is simple. It's figured out for you. And again, it's just proven more and more people, lab reports and doctors recommending and everything is good stuff. And then we're all so proud to be able to tell people about it. We feel like we have a gift to offer. And if somebody's not interested, maybe it's just not the right time for them, whatever, that's fine. But we got it off our chest. We shared because we know it'll help them. I want to talk about too, you don't have to do this as a business. You can be a customer. You can be a retail customer and buy one time. You can be what's called preferred customer, and that's a monthly auto shipment, which if you're going to do this, be consistent with it, you're going to want to get it every month so you don't run out in between and your body start doing good and then it gets off track, whatever. And that's how you'll benefit the best. And sometimes people find that as they take this stuff, it does help them make better food choices. And maybe they don't need all of the things that they took at first. So, but I think people always are going to need that gut health stuff if you can do nothing else. But anyway, it's all really good. But I ended up doing it as a business because we have 8 children. We still had 6 children at home when I heard about Plexus. We had some really hard financial times. And there was no way. And our luxury was Netflix for $10 a month, and we actually had to stop doing Netflix. So just to kind of put it in perspective, we just gone through some really hard times. Thankfully, it wasn't like that before, and we are very much climbing out of it now, largely due to me sharing about Plexus with these guys and other ladies and all the people they've talked to. That's how how network marketing works. It's residual income. So sometimes I will be with the kids, homeschooling, doing math, whatever, the phone will ding, and there's a message that I have a new person on my team, and I will get paid for that person. And you have to talk to people and stuff, but it's a very viable, cool business model that is getting more and more popular. Dave Ramsey's in favor of it. Robert Kiyosaki, the big business guy who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and a lot of Warren Buffett, you've heard of him. They're more and more into the network marketing model, and you don't have to be gross about it. We just care about you, and we want to share. And whatever, if you want to do this, and there's no parties, there's no inventory, nobody's going to force you to do anything, and you're never stuck with Plexus. It's a 60-day money-back guarantee, no matter which way you get it. And I didn't tell you the third way, and that is to become an ambassador. It's only $34.95 per year. It's like a Sam's membership or Costco or something, but $34.95. A lot of businesses cost a ton more to start than that. And when we started, that was all we could come up with. And in fact, our son paid for half of our joining fee. And then I just started telling people, and little by little, our family has been able to buy the products. Now we pay our mortgage and buy our groceries and pretty much live off of what I, who have not worked in 30 years, earn. So it's been a real blessing, and we're just so grateful to be able to help people and help ourselves in the process. So we need to wrap up. It's time. Thank you so much for listening tonight. And if you have questions, there's so much stuff we can send you online or even on paper if you would prefer it that way. There's websites, there's links to a catalog, there's testimonies and all that kind of stuff. So feel free to contact us if you have questions, and we would love to help you. And thank you again for listening, and thank you, ladies, for participating. Night, y'all. Oops, I have to do it with this. We're not professionals.